Today.
It's been more than a year since the tragic death of this 15-year-old. Peyton Hurt died after she was shot at a party in Ledbetter, Kentucky. Now today, the two people facing charges in connection with the teen's death will appear before a judge. Judge Jamie Jamison says there is no evidence of witness tampering.
It's really all hands on deck here in this community because they have one day to evacuate.
They are loading students into these buses and taking them to a different school.
Uh-oh. One more time, be very still. There we go, look at that, awesome. We balanced it, center of gravity.
You have to find peace with the flowers.
You've driven down Broadway in Midtown Paducah.
It's under renovation right now, and the people doing the work have uncovered some treasures that were built into the Ritz almost 100 years ago.
See, it's growing well. I'm 5'1", and much of this hemp is taller than I am. Heartbreaking news tonight from Kentucky Lake. Rescue crews have found the body of 14-year-old Brandon Martinez of Marshall County. Another thing you can try to ease the stress for your pet is a thunder shirt. Well, you got the two jokesters here in the Weather Center. So what do you call banana peels that you wear as shoes?
Banana peels that you wear as shoes?
Yeah, slippers.
Aha!
My dad came up with that. Well, they're hoping to see this backwater drop within the next few days. This has been sitting here for at least a month now, maybe more. And emergency management was hoping to have 3 water pumps working as we speak right now. But you can see the crane is just sitting here. They're kind of at a standstill right now, trying to figure things out. Last time I spoke with the worker, having some difficulty with the mud. Then we heard them having some difficulty with the crane. So we'll see how long this takes. But right here, this is the water pump. Put my hand up next to it. You can see just how big it is. It can pump 90,000 gallons of water per minute per pump. And while this standing water is mostly inconvenient, there was a tragedy here just last week.
And they're going to lose their house.
Mark Franklin's brother lives at the end of this street.
Once the water level comes up, they have to close the gates to keep the river from backing in. So what you have here is this water here has been here for, my brother's been battling it. He's been boating for probably about a month now.
Like many families nearby, they leave their cars on dry land and boat to their front door.
With my brother, not only is he dealing with the house, but now he's dealing with a tragedy. The young man's body was found only probably around 100 yards from where we're at right here.
31-year-old Robin Christopher Franklin, who went by Chris, was an Army veteran who served in Iraq and Afghanistan. The family has been told his death was ruled an accidental drowning, though no official autopsy report has been released.
I don't see how he can stay here after finding, Chris, his son. He was the one who found him, and I'm sure that even that memory alone, I don't think he's going to, after this flood water is over, he's going to be done.
It's this backwater that Alexander County's emergency manager, Mike Turner, is trying to get rid of.
It piles up. This will be deeper. You know, every drop of rain we get is going to have to be pumped out of here. The big thing about this event for the county is the duration of it.
Franklin says he's lived in the area for 60 years and has never seen anything like this.
This is history making right here.
Crews are still working to get these water pumps installed. Meanwhile, Turner tells me all the levees they have are holding up, which is good because we're standing on one right now. Live in Alexander County, Illinois, Leah Shields, WPSD Local 6. It all began at 8 a.m. as the sun was still rising.
Bring them back in and you're going to join those up here.
So this is our starting point right here, right? Everything's going to line up with this.
60 volunteers putting it together piece by piece.
I just feel an obligation to do it every chance I get. And I served for 31 years and 6 months, and I've got a lot of friends in uniform. So it's a tribute.
Each move has a purpose.
This wall has 58,318 Americans who gave it all. They deserve our utmost respect. And I know, looking around, that all of you guys could probably handle all of these panels with one person. But out of respect for the folks that are on this wall, we carry every single panel with names on it, face up when they're small, on our sides away from our body, and always have 2 people and 4 sets of hands on it.
Gloves are required out of preservation and respect. This wall is made from avenite, a synthetic granite. Don't let that fool you. The panels are heavy, getting up to 80 pounds apiece in the middle.
It's about an hour and a half or so of work from this point forward.
As they come closer to the end, the emotions are closer to the surface.
Things weren't always good.
You know, like it is now, the recognition that we have now, it wasn't always like that. And I thank the good Lord that hearts have changed, you know, and people has recognized what these people on these walls has done for us. This is truly moving.
Vietnam veteran Marvin Williams grieves for his friends who didn't make it out alive. Today, they are here in memory. For John Potter, he carries the memory of his uncle, Don Potter, a Vietnam veteran, whose name is on the panel he carries, 29 East.
It means a lot. My dad also served over there, so lost a lot of good men.
We've got 58,318 Americans here.
The finishing touches make this a reality. The wall that heals is here. For some Vietnam veterans like Dan Cook, it's still too hard to see these names in stone.
It's a nice thing to come down and reflect on, and my time will be in the evening time. I prefer it that way. You know, I'll be alone, but that's my time. So.